Last season was a difficult one for Wolves as they finished 13th in the Premier League, especially since we're now accustomed to see them in the top half of the table. It was pretty weird. And now they've also parted ways with Nuno Espirito Santo, probably one of their most successful coaches in their history. So it does feel like Wolves are entering a new era with a new manager, of course, and a lot of different changes. So perfect time to do a fixing challenge with Wolves, probably one of the most requested ones from you guys. So time to take this on. And of course, with the Euros going on, we're going to have an international theme for this challenge. And it's going to be about Portugal. Wolves and Portugal have a really good connection. So the challenge is going to be 6 Portuguese players in our starting 11 by the time we do get to a Champions League final. Shouldn't be all that difficult considering the talent they've already got. So time to take Wolves to the top of Premier League as well as European football. If you guys are excited for some more Fixing Friday, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a second and drop a like on the video. Let's shoot for 6,000 likes. Come on, if every one of you guys drop a like on the video, we'll surely get there. So drop a like, it's free to like the video. Subscribe as well if you are new around here. Suggest me teams we should do next week for the fixing challenges. And well, let's begin. Quick rundown of the rules of today's challenge. The objective is to win the Champions League. We need 6 Portuguese players in the starting 11. We can make any transfers we want. We got to simulate every single game that we play, but once we do get to that Champions League final, that's a game we're definitely going to be playing. Alright, here we go. Time to kick off Season 1. And we're looking very good, guys, for our starting 11, at least for the first season. This Wolves challenge might not be as difficult as the Brentford or the Sheffield ones we're done, because we've got a lot of talent already at the club and some of them are already Portuguese, so they help us out with the challenge. Raul Jimenez up top is going to be here for quite a while, I feel, with that high rating. Ruben Neves and Moutinho in midfield. Adama Traore is very decent. Pedro Neto with some great potential, and he's Portuguese. At the back is where I think I've got a few problems with the back line, guys. I'm not sure if we should stick with a 5-back. We might give it a go for the first season, but then we definitely need defenders. Semedo, Johnny as well, Rui Patricio in goal. Bench is, yeah, when we don't really have that many backup options, so I think improving the overall squad depth is going to be key, because the first 11, by the way, is fairly decent, I'd say. Good thing is we're starting off with decent money since we're obviously in the Premier League. 50 million is what we get, and we can definitely do business with this. Since I'm recording this on the PS5, look at this. We've got a homegrown talent, George Nicholas, who looks insane, by the way. Look at that potential. Already 71 rated. He's English, of course. We're definitely going to promote him to the senior team, but I feel like for the first season, or maybe the first couple of seasons, we're going to loan him out. Our first signing with Wolves has been secured in Luis Felipe from Lazio. 30 million for this centre-back. I feel like defense is where this team really needs improvement, so that's exactly what we're doing to start things off. 78 rated, we got him for like just 30 million. I feel it's a brilliant deal considering his age, and he's going to be leading our backline for years to come. Now it's time to get a Portuguese centre-back into the play, as we've signed Dominguez Duarte from Granada. He is 25. I know he's a bit older than your young centre-back or a high potential centre-back, but he's got 82 potential. Since we do need to fill up the squad with a few Portuguese players, this just seemed like a no-brainer. He was definitely on the expensive side, about 22 million, but you know what, with development plans, we could make him a baller, so that's what I'm hoping for. Apart from all the incoming transfers, we've just sold Romain Saiz, one of the centre-backs we've got. He was 15 million for him. I thought was a good deal. He's on his way to PSG. Also, we've loaned out George Nicholas to Lille, so let's hope he can grow really well in his overall there. With that, guys, I think I'm done with transfers for the first transfer window. We've got a bit of cash left, but I don't think there's much we can do with it. I mean, yeah, we can, but I'll probably keep that for January when we'll know what we're working with. So for now, we're going to keep the squad as is. The 2 new signings we made, Luis Felipe and Duarte, both are hopefully going to be starters. That's the setup we've got. Still, our bench might let us down in a few games, I feel, but still I think it's a good team. We should be looking at a top half finish this season. That's the goal. Let's now sim until January and see where we're at. Halfway through this season, and you know what? 6th in the Premier League. I'll absolutely take that. That's a lot more than I was expecting in the first season. I mean, it's only halfway through, but that's actually brilliant. Okay, so I've got a plan for a signing I want to make in January, and it wouldn't be possible without some extra influx of cash. So I sold Dendoncker for about 20 million. Let's see if this plays out in our favor. It'd be pretty stupid not to try and bring Renato Sanchez to Wolves in a Portuguese team challenge. Like, nah man, we can't be doing that. So let's make this happen. He'd be the perfect signing to maybe replace Moutinho down the line. 36 million I think is what we're going to work with for this one. Not too bad. There you go. Transfer completed. A midfield of Ruben Neves and Renato Sanchez. Now you're talking. Look at that, boys. This guy's stats, the balance, the stamina, the aggression, the potential. He's having a great Euros campaign again, by the way. He's gonna slot right home, plus helps with the challenge. So that's that for our transfer business in January. We sold Dendoncker and brought in Renato Sanchez to replace him. I feel like that is incredible business. Let's now race away till the end of the season and see where Wolves end up finishing. Not gonna lie, it is a bit mad that we're already playing a cup final. This first season with Wolves has been such a massive success. I mean, if you look at our team, everybody above the overall of 80. Player growth has just been incredible for us, so that's awesome. And I guess we've been rewarded with the Carabao Cup final. Now, can we beat Man City? That's a completely different question. Let's see if we can somehow sneak away with the result here. On penalties. Oh, come on. So close to our first trophy with Wolves. 5-4 on penalties. We lose. As you guys know, Ryan Aït-Nouri is on loan over here and the loan deal is expiring. So I'm thinking, why not before the end of the season wrap this into a permanent signing, because he's a good backup option. In other news, here's the Premier League table at the end of the season and we're sitting in 5th spot. 5 away from Champions League football. You know what? For our first season with Wolves, finishing 5th above Arsenal and Manchester United, I'd say that is a win. Okay, so we definitely weren't a high-scoring team, with Raul Jimenez, though, grabbing 17 goals. Not bad at all, and he continues to go up in his overall. Adama Traore with a big season as well. Look at that growth on him. Pedro Neto with 15. Ruben Neves, 87. He's gone up by 5 ratings in one season. That is honestly a bit mad. I'm actually very positive for Season 2 here. We saw how good this team was in Season 1, so things can only go up from here. But of course, looking to make a lot of improvements this season. Definitely the back line is where I think we can make a lot of progress. Maybe some depth in that midfield, but right wing Adama Traore, maybe it's time we get someone better and drop him to the bench. I don't know, but a lot can be done as we try and take Wolves a step further. The good thing is the board are backing us after a wonderful season that we've just had. 130 million to spend. Oh my god. Okay guys, I think we've made quite possibly the biggest signing we're gonna make in this challenge. Bernardo Silva to Wolves. Yup, that has actually happened. He's Portuguese, helps with the challenge, and let's not forget the experience he's got in the Prem and the talent he possesses. Now, signing him does mean we're going to change up formations for this season, because I feel like a 5 at the back formation is only going to get us this far. We need to play more expansive football if we want to take Wolves to the top. So, yup, let's see if it's possible with an addition like this. Okay, this has happened out of nowhere. An offer came in from Juventus for Raul Jimenez, 72 million, and for a 30-year-old who's gonna slowly go down in his overall, I can't say no to that. I just cannot, guys. That amount of money for Raul Jimenez, it's a big deal for us. We take the money and now we improve our team even more and get a world-class striker. So this window is going to be crucial for us. We already signed Bernardo Silva. I think we're going to make another big money signing. Okay, guys, I think we've done a very controversial signing. I've re-signed Diogo Jota back to Wolves. I know he's a left winger, but my plan and thinking behind this is that I'll be able to convert him to a striker and run with that. Is this going to work? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I'm so glad. It's only going to take us a couple of weeks to convert him to a striker. Oof, that's a relief. So I guess there you have it. This is what our team's going to look like for the upcoming season. I know we've got a bit more cash left to make more signings, but I'll keep that for January, just in case we need some improvements. A change in system has made things a bit weird for us, but I think we should still be fine. Bernardo Silva and Cam is going to be exciting. And let's now sim until January and see where we're at in, of course, the Europa League as well as the Premier League. You know what? This is what you like to see. Season 2 with Wolves, and it's smooth sailing so far. We're in the top 4. It's close though. It's very close with Manchester United, but we're 3 points clear. Liverpool are going to win the league this season by the looks of it, but we can definitely secure Champions League football for next season, which is amazing. So let's keep at it in the Premier League. We've also managed to top our group in the Europa League, which is a great sign. I'd love to win our first piece of silverware, and it being a European trophy would definitely be nice. Anderlecht in round of 32. Let's see if we can win the Europa League this season. I don't think a bit of depth in that midfield would hurt, and Locatelli, the man who's been unbelievable in the Euros, could just be the man to provide that. 83 rated and for 45 million seems like a solid signing. Great midfielder, guys. We're going to convert him to a centre mid soon, and with that, I think I'm done with my signings for January. So guys, this is the squad we've got until the end of the season. I'm fancying our chances for Champions League football for next season. Slowly, we're building a title-winning team, guys. So let's see where we're at at the end of the season. Okay, so end of the season, we've managed to finish top 4. Just about, guys. 77 points. Liverpool run away with the league, but I'll take it, boys. Next season, we will be in the Champions League. So there's that. What about the Europa League? By the way, we've been knocked out of both the cup competitions, so just the Europa League left. And let's see, Lazio win it, and oh my god, we got knocked out by Lazio 4-3 on penalties. That was, yeah, I don't like it. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, I'm surprised Diogo Jota wasn't our top scorer. Ruben Neves, unreal. Look at those stats. He's 89 rated, by the way. That is a bit mental. I think next season I know where the improvements lie. Definitely better wingers. Maybe time to upgrade Adama Traore. We'll see, but there are a lot of options. Coming up, Season 3, let's see what we can do. Season 3 begins and our team is just, oh my god, what an insane team we've built right here, guys. I'm telling you all, man, a few signings here and there, and we could challenge for even the Champions League this season. And I've got a few ideas, that's for sure. We'll see how things pan out, but it's going to be a big transfer window for us. And we're looking at 160 million to spend. Oh my god, this is going to be nuts. Honestly, guys, I was in two minds whether I want to improve the attack or the defense, but then I thought we've got George Nicholson from the academy coming up for that right wing spot very soon. Why sign a right winger? Might as well just improve the defense and make it just insane by bringing in Ruben Dias. Now, it's going to be tough negotiating with City for this one, but we weaken a rival and bring in quite possibly the best Portuguese centre-back in the world right now. So this is going to be tough, but let's make it happen. Boy, this was expensive, but we got the job done. About 113 million for Ruben Dias, and our defense now is gonna be insane. I just realized our only good keeper at the club was Rui Patricio, and he's aging. He's gonna start dipping in his overall soon. So I've just signed my nan, as they say. 60 million is what it cost us, but he's 85 rated. We know he's brilliant. Look at some of those stats. I think he's going to be first choice for us, and the fact that we've got a lot of Portuguese players in the outfield, we can afford to have a Frenchman in goal. And with that, guys, I think I'm done with transfers for this summer window. I think this team is now ready to challenge for titles. Maybe the attack is lacking a tad bit, but honestly, with that defense and the midfield, things should be relatively easy. We should be at least challenging for the Prem title and maybe making the Champions League semis. Let's see how things go for us this season. In other news, the World Cup just happened and I'm keen on seeing who won it. It's Brazil who end up winning. Portugal managed to finish 4th in the World Cup. Fair enough. I mean, we built up a lot of the talent for the Portuguese national team and they didn't do all that bad, you know. Semi-finals, fair enough. Now, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Could this be the season? It's close. It's very, very close with Manchester City at the top. Level on points. You guys know how difficult it is to win the league in these fixing challenges, so if we can do it with Wolves in the Premier League in 3 seasons, it might be one of our best achievements in this entire fixing series that we have on the channel. So let's hope for the best. Now, looking at the Champions League, let's see what's happening here. We've managed to top our group with 14 points, which is great. We had a tricky group, by the way. And we're up against Lyon in the round of 16. Okay, a pretty favorable draw. I'll take that. No way are the board gonna try and sack us for being top of our Champions League group and second in the Prem level on points. I just don't understand this. I think our team is complete, at least for now, unless we're heading into a Season 4. Because right now, the team looks insane. We're doing well as well. And we don't really have money to improve the team. So we're gonna keep it as is. Look at the ratings on some of these players. We might just be able to pull off a Champions League win. Let's see how things go in the knockout rounds. And also, keen on seeing what we do in the Prem. It all starts here against Lyon. First leg away from home. Remember, guys, the away goals rule won't be there from next year, guys. But on FIFA, we're still going to have it for now. FIFA 22, that might change. So we'll see how things go in that lane. Anyways, we managed to get a good result against Lyon. 3-1 in the first leg. Bernardo Silva, Jota, Adama all scoring. Come on. Pretty sure this is our second Carabao Cup final. We lost the first one to, I think, Man City on penalties. But now our team is way better. Is it finally time for us to win a trophy? Yes, it is. It's Adama Traore scoring the winner. We get some silverware already this season. The second leg against Lyon was just a formality. It's a 2-1 win, a Jota brace, and we're through to the quarters. No. This is what could end our season. Ruben Dias suffering a torn calf muscle injury. Oh my god. 18th March. If we get to a Champions League final, we might have him. But if not, I don't even know what to say. Let's just hope it doesn't affect us all that much. But him being 90 rated, it's gonna affect us. And it's Inter we've drawn in the quarterfinals. Dortmund, PSG, Milan, Juve, Liverpool, Madrid. And we've got an Inter. Inter always do really well in simulation, so it's going to be tricky. Duarte is going to have to step up in the absence of Ruben Dias. Do we have what it takes to beat Inter Milan? Let's find out. A 2-all draw with Inter getting a couple of away goals. That is not good news at all. Inter have the advantage through away goals, but as long as we win, it won't matter. Let's get it done against Inter and make it to the semi-finals, and we just about have done it. We played with 10 men for 80 minutes and we still did it. Neto with the brace and Jota scoring. I don't know how we've done it, but we're through to the semis. So it's Juventus we're facing in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Honestly, guys, we've just had no luck. We're missing Ruben Neves through suspension and no Ruben Dias, obviously, for this one. If we can just get through this first leg with maybe an... What? 3-1? Yo! Jota, Bernardo, Jota again. I want to see how many goals Jota has scored this season because he's been on a madness. That should send us through to the final. Second leg's just a formality, guys. We've already done the job. Yeah, there you go. 3-3. Wait a minute, guys. It went to extra time. That means Juventus made it 3-1. Thankfully for us, some guy called Otto scored. I don't even know who he is. Bernardo scored in the 118th minute to seal the deal. That was a lot closer than I'd expected. And it's Liverpool we're up against in the finals of the Champions League. I feel like Liverpool always get here in these simulations. Fair enough, I guess. You know what, guys? I don't understand how FIFA works. How have we made it to a Champions League final and yet our manager rating is 59? Are you stupid or what? Oh, come on. We've managed to miss out on the Premier League title by 4 points. I'm telling you, man, in these fixing challenges to win the Prem, it's just so difficult. Man City just cleared of us, 4 points above us. We finished second, which is still commendable, especially with 93 points. But yeah, maybe if that injury to Ruben Dias didn't happen, we would have won the league. Oh, Jota with a brilliant season, guys. Look at them stats, especially in the Champions League. 27 for him, I'll take it. Bernardo Silva with a big season, 26. Adama Traore, really well done. Pedro Neto, 87 rated, by the way. I love how we've actually retained quite a few of the OG Wolves players in this setup. Ruben Neves, again, very solid. Renato Sanchez with a good season. Nelson Semedo, pretty okay. And here we go, guys. What is that game face for Semedo? EA need to sort this out. But anyways, time for the Champions League final. I'm so glad Diaz has recovered for this final. He starts. We've got Neves. Basically, our first 11 is ready to go. And let's just count and see how many Portuguese players we've got in here. Jota, Neto, Bernardo Silva, Sanchez, Neves, Diaz, and Semedo. So 7, well over the required 6. So... yep, that is job done, I'd say. How many of the core Wolves players have we retained? Neves, Neto, Traore, Johnny, Semedo. That's 5. That's not too bad, guys. Counting Jota as like a former Wolves player. Not too bad. That's the Liverpool team we're facing. Who's this Dinky guy? Don't know who he is. He's starting there. Saul, they've signed. Longley as well. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Time for our big night Champions League final. Let's wrap this fixing challenge up. No room for error, guys. I don't want to be going through a season 4. Our team is in prime position to win this. Let's beat Liverpool, who, by the way, finished 4th in the league. So we're favourites for this one now with the team we've got. Okay, Mo Salah with a lovely touch. I don't want to be the one conceding the first goal here, and that might happen. Mane. Big chance for Liverpool. What did he do there? Come on, Mane, you got to be scoring that. I'll take it, though. I will absolutely take it. And because of that, we're left with an opportunity on the break. But I think Renato got fouled there. Is that going to be a booking? No, it isn't. But you know what? It's been a feisty affair so far. Oh, Ruben Diaz. For a moment, I thought it was Ruben Neves. So I just went for goal. Then I realized quickly, oh, nope, it's the centre-back. Can't be shooting with him. Here's Diogo Jota. Did any of you guys expect him to, like, hit 89 rated in this challenge? Like, look at how insane he's become. Jota. Still Jota. Looking to find space to shoot. Oh, can't. But we still have it with Bernardo Silva. Oh, that is cheeky from him. Johnny with the cross. Cleared away, though. But that pass from Bernardo Silva was class. Semedo getting caught out there. Now Robertson is through. We need to defend this. Luis Felipe has to mark everybody, but Robertson might just go for goal. Fair play. That was superbly done by Luis Felipe. Oh, here goes Ruben Neves. He's not the quickest of players, but he certainly has a bit of pace there. Still Neves. Virgil van Dijk with as clean as a tackle gets. Yo, that was brilliant defending from Van Dijk. We've so far seen really good defending from both teams. Oh, good pass right there for Bernardo Silva. Sees that pass and run from Diogo Jota. Pedro Neto could score. Come on, Longley putting in a final block right there to stop us from scoring. 30 minutes in. Very competitive so far. Oh, look at the spaces opening up here. This is horrendous from the Liverpool defense. And now Bernardo Silva is through. Still Bernardo Silva tries the chip. And oh, come on, Alisson with the save. With the pace I was with Bernardo Silva, I thought I'd be able to get underneath that one. But, big chance gone. We still have it though. Renato Sanchez. He still might get it. He does. I'm just going to go for goal from distance. How is Van Dijk blocking it like that? I have no idea. But half-time, 0-0. This has been a tight one. Bernardo Silva. That's a lovely pass for Renato Sanchez. He gets ahead. Should score. No. I'm not having it. How is Alisson saving that? Oh my god. That is insane. Renato had to score that from there. Good pass for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. I'm going for goal. Alisson again. This guy is on another level. Alisson saving Liverpool in this Champions League final. Bernardo Silva. Guys, we're not good with set pieces. We already know that. But I'd love to maybe score one from here. That was decent. The leap from Luis Felipe. It was a half chance. But again, we couldn't take it. Heads it down for Jota, and now we're releasing Adama Traore. We know the pace he possesses and the strength. Look at him drive it inwards. Out wide for Neto. I'm not sure if that was the right option. We're keeping it well. Bernardo Silva. We know the dribbling he's got. Finds Ruben Neves. Oh, it's so difficult, but we navigate that really well. Adama Traore tries to put it back in, but can't. Look at how difficult it is to just get the ball through this Liverpool backline. Oh, come on. Definitely a bit disappointed with Adama Traore in this one. So it's time to see what George Nicholas is all about, the academy prospect. He hasn't got a chance in this save to get to his max potential because it's only taken us 3 seasons to get here. But you know what? George Nicholson, if you can become a hero for Wolves here, that'll be insane. Oh, Bernardo looks for Ruben Neves. George Nicholson with his first touch for Wolves have scored. What? George Nicholas, his first touch for Wolves, and he's managed to score. That might be the greatest debut one could ever make in the Champions League, or the greatest substitution. This is the super sub of dreams. I know it's only a tap-in in a way, but still, for him to find himself in that position and still beat Alisson like that, who's been in unreal form, is commendable. Oh my god. Literally his first touch and he scored in a Champions League final. That is crazy. Oh, George Nicholas. Good pass for Bernardo Silva. I'm going to sweat it, guys. Let's just get the dub here. Jota roulettes that one home. That's a bit too cheeky. That's so disrespectful from Jota. By the way, against the team he's playing for in real life now. But Jota has just done that against Liverpool. Liverpool got caught out because, well, they've put way too many players forward in the quest of getting the equaliser and we've hit them on the break. George Nicholas has changed this game coming off the bench. No two ways about it. Oh, George Nicholas once again driving it forward. And look at Van Dijk struggle for stamina. Nicholas puts it in for Jota. That might be the miss of the century. We still have it though with Bernardo Silva. Oh, a Rabona cross. Fabinho clears it away. And there you have it. For some reason, the ref gave 8 minutes of added time. But it doesn't matter. We've managed to hold on. Champions League winners with Wolves. This might be the most smoothest fixing challenge I've ever done. Everything just went according to plan. Like literally, I guess it's because we had a good base of players like Ruben Neves itself. Having him in that midfield just sorted us out really well. Then selling players like Jimenez for a huge fee. Everything just perfectly aligned for us in this challenge, and we got it done in 3 seasons. We won, of course, the Carabao Cup once, and now the Champions League. And there you go, guys. Ruben Neves lifting the trophy. Superb to see. And with that, that's it for today's fixing challenge with Wolves. Really enjoyed recording this one. Usually the fixing challenges have been really painful and dragged on a lot, especially with clubs who have been relegated or recently promoted. So for a change, doing it with a mid-table club, it being so smooth, was definitely a nice feeling and a rewarding one as well. So if you enjoyed this one, I'd really appreciate it if you could spare a second and, well, drop a like in the video, subscribe if you are new around here as well, and I'll catch you guys next week for another fixing challenge. And also tomorrow, Arsenal career mode resumes for a brand new season. Catch you guys then.